Hello, I'm BX Toycat and welcome back to another video. Today I have a really exciting sneak preview into two brand new battle maps. So, of course, when Battle was in beta, there were 8 maps available for, to play, 6 of which are the ones we have right now, and 2 of which, one was called Atlantis and one of which was called Labyrinth, were not ever played, but they had the full thumbnail, they had the full description, and they had all of that stuff. And this made me think, okay, so they're fully formed in some way, but we can't know about them. But then I realized that they actually have made these maps before for the Greek mythology mashup pack, and they also made Medusa here. And as I looked around Medusa, I realized it looked quite a bit like the map. There were so many elements that were recognizable, so today I figured I would show you what Atlantis and what Labyrinth will most likely look like. This is the base format that they'll be turning into a map, and I think this will be a really cool kind of sneak peek into the next map pack. So hopefully you all do enjoy this video. If you do like it, like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like these videos. But let's get straight into it, really, shall we? And let's start by showing you Atlantis, because Atlantis is a really, really cool idea for a map. Just the name itself is like, ooh, underwater city, because right now the variants of maps is just like maps in cave, then there's a map in the Nether, then there's a map that's, like kind of exposed cove. But I think Atlantis can kind of switch all of that in its head, because look at this map and tell me that you don't see this being an amazing battle map. Because already just the thing we have right here, although they'll probably have to rearrange it because there's just so much like stuff going all over the place, this would already make an amazing battle map, because there's just so, it breaks the format of, oh, there's a giant ring around the outside, then there's this thing in the center. Instead, this looks amazing by itself. And again, I'll admit that they're going to have to make a whole bunch of changes if they want to make this a battle map, but already, just whenever I explore this city, it just feels amazing. Being under the water like this and having all of this water over the place looks pretty awesome. And although it'd be one of those other maps where fire potions are pretty much useless, it does have the really cool benefit if you could use these aqueducts, which are around the place. I think they're aqueducts anyway, and you could use these kind of transport people around and have like a ring of these, and then have like a big kind of just sink thing in the center. And I think this would be a really cool opportunity to kind of mix up battle maps, not only in the the kind of thematic scenery you get, but also in terms of the way the structure is built. You can have a giant open area like this, but have it at the edge, and then have the center be a really enclosed area. I think that would be an interesting idea. And yeah, that's this is Atlantis. This is the one they built for the Greek mythology mashup pack. I would like to clarify, just in case you are like, well, is this exactly what it looks like? Of course they're going to do a whole bunch of stuff and change this and do stuff, but I imagine this is going to be their base blueprint, because just to kind of show this, let's break out here and kind of ruin things a little bit. Just kind of show what I mean by this. Basically, if I fly to here, Medusa is a map we do have right now. You're probably familiar with it. Medusa is actually a part of the Greek mythology mashup pack world too, and although it's not in the exact same order, every single element of that map you can recognize in some form from this. So here's the giant skull, which is on one side, with these snakes coming out of it. These go all the way around the map on Medusa. But then as well as that, if we go down here, you can notice the pillars look almost exactly the same as they do in the final version. Just there's 2 of them. And then if we actually go up here, you can actually see another corner of the map, the the one with the like kind of throne. You can see it right here. There's a chest here, and a lot of the elements, I don't know if they're copy pasted or if they just learned to do it this way and they want to do it that way, but a lot of the elements do make it into the final version, just with some slight tweaks. So for instance, you can see this is another thing that made it there. They are going to make some changes to the way Atlantis does look, but still, I think it looks amazing in its present form, let alone when they change it into a full battle map. That's something I'm excited to check out, and yeah, that's Atlantis. Again, even both variants are going to look something like that, but be changed in some way. I want to see a map with a lot of interior environments where you're going from room to room to room, and I think Atlantis is probably the coolest way of doing that. So yeah, that is Atlantis, but let's show you the second map. So you just saw Medusa right there, but let's show you the second map, which we're going to have a sneak preview of today, and that is going to be Labyrinth. So Labyrinth is one that, of course, is going to require some tweaks, but the concept alone, again, just kind of blows me away at how amazing this map could feel, because I feel like Medusa, out of these 3 things in this world, is probably the weakest ones they have. Because if you look at Labyrinth here, which is an iron golem in the center, which I don't imagine they would keep, but it'd be awesome if they did. This is Labyrinth right here, and as you can see, the idea of having like this tense, you're so close to lava at all times, there could be someone behind you, in front of you, is something that's amazing. The whole map would not be like this, because that'd be a terrible map. Also, I thought that was a bat spectating me. It's just a regular old bat. But yeah, the really interesting thing about this to me is the fact that, you could have a Labyrinth section of the map, have another section that's a little bit easier, and have, again, a really different kind of battle format. Because to me, at least, there's a lot of similarities between the 6 maps that do exist right now, and I think having these 2 maps for kind of being almost polar opposites, one being this really tense kind of circular one, and the other one being an intense inside environment, could be really cool. Or they could do something else with it entirely. They could just make, one part be Labyrinth and one part be the bit above. Or, when they say Labyrinth, labyrinth, even though the screenshot we have of it is of this, they could actually mean that, you know, the labyrinth up here, because, you know, this is technically a labyrinth too, is it not? Either way, I'm kind of excited by the idea of this. I think, you know, just alone finding these chests and navigating this is a really cool thing, and I'd love to see, you know, all of these elements make it into a map, and we're going to see that, in fact, with, you know, Labyrinth. So yeah, two new maps are coming to battle. This is going to be a significant part of one, I think. You know, the kind of big bullhead, and the Atlantis map is going to be underwater, that much we can say for sure. Obviously, they're going to make a bunch of changes to the actual way it's laid out, but again, you can see so many of the elements are copy-pasted from Medusa to Medusa, that maybe Labyrinth to Labyrinth is going to have a lot of similarities. Again, I think especially if you look at the wall style, stuff like that is definitely going to stay, but some of the stuff is going to have to change it to make it a battle map, and I'm excited by that. I'm excited to see the changes and the similarities, because I thought the Greek Mythology Mashup Pack was pretty awesome, but I know a lot of you aren't on the same page with me of that, so let me know what you think of both of these maps in the comments down below. Which are you more excited for? Are you more excited for Labyrinth, or are you more excited for Atlantis? Because I think Labyrinth's going to be the cooler sounding map, but I think Atlantis will be the cooler performing map, because it's going to, you know, no matter how you do Atlantis, it's always going to be massively different to the other maps that do currently exist, and to me at least, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty exciting, and yeah, this is Atlantis, what might be one of my new favorite maps when it comes out. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see. It could play terribly, but I'm excited about this regardless. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like the video if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.